Hey y'all, I hope everybody's doing great. I hope you are staying safe. COVID is starting to look a little better, at least where I live. The numbers are starting to improve. Unfortunately, we had several deaths yesterday, but overall, it looks like that trend might be going down a little. That's great news. It really is because I think we're all sick and tired of it, no matter what opinion you have about it. We're all tired of it, right? Anyways, I wanted to, you know, a few weeks back, I started to make some videos about grammar and punctuation, things like that. Pretty boring stuff, but you know what? I'm still going to do it because you know what? It's my channel, so what are you going to do, right? But no, really, I think this is a good topic. Commas, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before that I have a hate relationship with commas, um, and they can be complicated. There are a lot of rules, really, when it comes down to it, about commas, but they don't have to be difficult, especially if we're not writing anything that's incredibly complicated, that sort of thing. And I want to help you. I'm still learning. I'm always learning, but I have put a lot of hours in over the last year and a half, 2 years in crafting my writing and getting better and not making mistakes that I was making. And you know, even when I was going through my notes for commas, I ran across some things I didn't really think about. I knew what they were, but I didn't even know what the terminology was for them. But you know what? I've come up with a little system, and it actually makes commas and their usage incredibly easy to remember because it breaks it down into two categories. Okay, now stay with me. Two categories, and I'm going to run through it, and you should be able to memorize this really the first go around. Okay, you won't have to hit pause. You won't have to go back. Don't worry about it. I got my buddy here with me, my dog. I don't know if you can see my little dog Maisie. She's helping me out. She's going to learn about commas too. She can probably tell us a thing or two about commas. Here's Maisie. So break it down into two categories of commas: when to use them and when we don't use them. How easy is that? That's pretty darn easy, isn't it? All right. So I am going to go by my list so I don't, miss anything here. So I will be looking off to the side. I am cheating, but honestly, this is easy. This is easy stuff. It's easy peasy, especially for you. I know that you're going to get this done. First and foremost, we all know you separate three or more words or phrases or clauses in a sentence with commas. Okay, and a list of things. This, and this, right? Now, there is a little bit of contention when it comes to that last word before and. So, uh, if I say, today I walked Maisie, and I walked Maisie, comma, Raider, and then comma, and Phoebe, or no comma. So that's the Oxford comma. When you use it, that is there's another dog wanting in. I like to use the Oxford comma. I think it looks better, so I like to put a comma before the and, but you don't have to. Either way is fine. So, all right, there's the first one. All right, second one. To separate independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction. Easy, right? Everybody knows that. And, but, for, or, nor, so, and yet. I mean, those are the conjunctions we're talking about. Obviously, you use commas. You should always use a comma after an introductory phrase, like a participle phrase. So, for example, thinking about the terrible round of golf that I played, comma, I tore the scorecard to shreds. I've done that before. Of course, you always separate phrases such as free modifiers. Everybody knows how to use commas when it comes to dates, when it comes to geography, city, state, And of course, if you're writing dialogue, you want to make sure that you separate the dialogue tag from the quote, right? Obviously. So, I use that a lot, especially, well, you can use it fiction and nonfiction, but oh my gosh, or quote, oh my gosh, we're in trouble, comma, end quote, Jeff said. And the comma goes inside the quotes, even though I don't think that looks right, but that's the way it is. That's the rule. All right. And the last one I would put on my list, just because I use them a lot, would be the question tag. So those are odd little things, comma, aren't they? Anyways, so that's the first part. So done, easy. And the second part is even a shorter list. So we're more than halfway there. So now we go to the do not use comma list. So on the do not use comma list, you never want to use commas to separate essential elements of your sentence. Now an example would be relative clauses. So clauses that start with who, whom, whose, that, and which. That is probably the most common. Maybe I don't know. I use who quite a bit. You don't want to use commas in those sentences. You never want to separate a subject from its verb. You don't want to separate two nouns in a compound subject. And the same thing goes for verbs. You don't want to separate verbs in the same sense. The last one will be the granddaddy of them all, the one that will get your English teacher so mad if you do this. The dreaded comma splice. If you don't know what the comma splice is, you better learn it. You should have learned it. I should have learned it because I still do it. And I will say that they will bring down the ire of every English teacher in existence. So you never want to put a comma in between two independent clauses without a conjunction. All right? Now, there is one more little one I just throw in there. This is like extra because I don't like it. And that's when you're addressing someone. Because, commas essentially are supposed to be a pause when you're speaking. And so if someone comes up to me and they say, "Hi, Jeff," I'm going to think, okay, "Hi, Maizie." See, we're supposed to write it that way, "Hi, comma, Jeff," but it doesn't make sense to me. And I think some people are kind of okay with you not using it. Most good grammar programs will ding that one, but you might get by with not using that one. I don't know. I don't want to get anybody upset, but that's just another one. So hey, I told you it was easy to remember. You probably already have it. It takes me a little bit. Like I said, I got to use my cheat sheet. But you're smart, so you probably already got that one. Not a problem. I mean, that isn't the whole list, but that's enough to get you started for sure. Hey, take care of each other. Have a great day. Maisie's having a great day. So if she's having a great day, you should too. We'll talk to you soon.